Eta Shapfere, welcome to another episode of the Changeroom, where we bring you all the best sports commentary all over the world. We are unmatched, unrivaled, and unplayable. Yes, I said it. My name is Sbu Zulu, and I have my good friend here, who I love to hate and sometimes hate to love, Tibs Dhlomo. How's it, sir?
I'm good. I just want to give a quick shout out, to all the women out there for International Women's Day.
Dibs.
We wouldn't be here without you.
Definitely.
You guys are the real MVPs. Equal pay, equal rights. That's what we strive for.
That's what he said. Well, actually, it's a joke. I'm joking. Everyone is saying that we should get to that point in sports.
Oh, since sports, that's what we're going to do today.
Definitely.
We're going to have a great day today, bro. We're discussing the DStv Premiership, English Premiership, some local and international rugby news, and then Themba Bavuma, the first ever black Proteas captain this year.
Yep,
But
definitely.
There's no better place to start than Tendai, the beast Antarera.
Yeah.
He's opened up a foundation.
What's it about?
I know the foundation.
So
they're called the Beast Foundation.
Yeah.
It is a boot camp that is a full paid experience.
Full paid how?
It's free, fam. It's free.
Oh, for free.
Paid.
I will tell you for free.
For free, fam.
Okay.
For free. That's how it goes.
Okay.
So it includes top rugby professionals mentoring the guys. It includes, some playing kits and learning materials. He's been working together with our institutions, so you also get an educational as well as learning about networking, and he provides places for scouting for internationally and locally.
That's really dope.
So it gives his aim, he said, is to give the young players from from not as privileged scenarios a chance to give back. He's giving back, he's giving them the opportunity to shine. And I think that this is exactly where former players should be going to. They should be trying to uplift from where they came from.
Definitely.
So what do you think?
Yeah,
I think it's a great foundation.
No, definitely. It sort of echoes what we talked about last week. Being a sports star in this modern day sports that we're living in, and being just an all-round idol. Not just being all good in your hair days or in the field, but also doing something great for people outside, and just doing something and giving back. And it's great for your brand. It's great for you moving forward. Of course, as much as you're retired, but still, you're still a brand that needs to uphold itself to a certain standard. And it's great for people to see you do such things. And it should be a lesson to a lot of sports stars currently active right now, that as much as you're doing this is for you, your family, but after that, it becomes more than that, because there are people that supported you while you're still playing. There are people who are rooting for you. There are kids at home who have your poster on their walls. They look up to you. You're such an inspiration. So it's a great thing that our Beast is doing, and props, man. It's really, really good.
Yeah, no, I think it's about leaving a legacy now. I think that's a lot about what people are looking for now, to leave a legacy. And also, I think what this program could do is give the insider things that we're talking about, because he's been through it. I think it can have about the scouting technique. It's not just you're going to be playing at your local facility and a coach is going to see you. It's about the idea of how to navigate having an agent. I think that this is what Sports Foundation should be doing.
Definitely, and we need that. We need a lot of that, and unfortunately, it is. Okay, I'm not going to talk about rugby per se, because I think the foundation in rugby, it's not as bad. It's not as bad, because I think we groom well, as much as the other top nations or other top nations. Oh, we are a top nation. The other teams bottom of us in the ranking at the top are doing as we are doing. It should also translate to football. That's where we're having the most problems. To have people doing that. You always see whoever has a foundation, but you don't know what they're doing. And it becomes null and void to a certain degree, to a certain extent, and after a couple of months, it's you don't hear anything about it. The media is called to cover this is happening. We run with our big heads there, we go and cover, and then after that, it's and then who have you promoted, who have you produced, and what have you contributed? They also need a bit of financial education and navigating with agents. How do they operate, and how do you operate amongst them? How do you now differentiates between money you get from the team and money that you can make outside of playing sports, which is something that we really, really need in football. And that's really something that, I would love to see it going on. And I hope, hopefully in football, I just hope, we're going to touch that touch on there when you talk about Patrice Motsepe later, doctor, that is.
Yeah.
But like that's something that's really great, and I wish other sports can literally just take it up and move on with it. Yeah.
No, I have to give props to Beast. Speaking of Beast, who's a former Springbok, we have current issue with our current Springboks. The British and Irish Lions tour is in a bit of limbo. It's in a bit of limbo with the COVID crisis. Australia offered to host.
To hell. To hell with them. What do they want from us?
Australia offered to host the British and Irish Lions tour. For those at home that don't know, the British and Irish Lions tour is where the teams in Great Britain and Ireland tour a Southern Hemisphere country. And this year is South Africa's turn.
Yeah.
And
don't they play world champions of whatever?
No. They always play one of the Southern Hemisphere teams, Australia, New Zealand,
and South Africa. Oh, yeah.
So it's in limbo at the moment because in current moment in South Africa, all our stadiums, it's a lockdown.
Yeah.
There's no one there.
Can't play.
So there's two debates happening. It's either they're going to play behind closed doors in South Africa or they might play in the UK. Like, I don't understand. Yeah. So what do you feel is the...
So the thing is about the British and Irish Lions, it's not just the Lions and British and Irish Lions team touring here in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
It's a rugby experience for fans.
Yes,
that's the thing about it. And unfortunately it's commercially driven.
Yes.
So to have a British and Irish Lions without fans, it's a training, it's a practice session. It's not as big, it's not as impactful. Yes, it'd be lovely to see guys play and the Oaks running on the field and taking on the best of the Northern Hemisphere, but it doesn't really make sense because it's like remember the Telkom Charity Cup? It's for charity.
Yeah.
If you have a Telkom Charity Cup but there's no charity, then who are you playing for? Black Label Cup, fans are voting. If you wanna, it would be very weird for us to even have the Black Label Cup if fans will vote and then stay at home. It's beyond that. So. That's what I'm saying. I would love to see it happen, but unfortunately, because I think I heard in England, I think somewhere in May, I think fans will be allowed in football stadiums.
Yeah.
So maybe for this time around, let them host it. Let us travel. If they were playing 3 test matches, let us go and play there. And if there are other fixtures that make up, because the British always make up with other fixtures playing, there's maybe a Georgia coming and playing against the Sharks or whatever the case is. If perhaps they want to go on with the same formats or just have this because it needs to happen, they can do that. And I think that's the only way. First of all, Australia don't have a business to talk about that.
Yeah.
Those guys denied the Sharks, were the biggest catalyst for the Super Rugby to be abandoned because their teams were bad and the South African team is leading.
Yeah.
After that, the South African team that is leading is from South Africa, the same South Africa that are World Cup champions. So you want to give all of that to them. So they're the biggest catalyst. New Zealand were also there, but obviously
Australia were the leaders.
Yeah, Australia is there. And besides, I don't like Australia. Ever since that ball thing in cricket, and then they don't have any business. So I think the next best thing for us right now, if we are to have it, is to play it in the UK. Have a bit of fans there. There are, because I know there are South Africans who stay there, they can get to enjoy the experience. And those who can afford to go there and watch it, they can do that. And have a couple of fans. It'd be nice for the Springboks to show the Lions and British and Irish, whoever they are, however you say it, British and Irish Lions.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have the Springboks going there and beating them in their home ground.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. Like, it is an experience. It is because they play like 7 or 8 matches. They play a lot of matches, and then it's a culmination of the 3 games. And it is like it's a spectacle for the fans. It's something that's happened for a long time. And an announcement by SA Rugby is planning on being made before the end of this month. So we will sign out and we will see. But speaking of British and Irish Lions, British adjacent. But adjacent France.
Just G.
The France Rugby Union are trying to enforce tighter restrictions for the Twickenham match this weekend, because when they played Italy in their previous fixture, 16 members of the France team got COVID, or tested positive for COVID. 14 playing members and 2 coaches. So it's really shaky, because from what reports are stating, it's that a lot of players were seen outside of the streets of Rome after they win against Italy, just chilling, eating. Even though
having that pizza.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though that's like it's normal, but in the current climate that we're in and the fact that they're staying in a bubble, it's not something that should be happening.
Sure.
And that's exactly what the France Rugby Union have said. They said, cool, for the Twickenham game, which is this weekend, it's you going to training camp and to the hotel.
Yeah.
That's it. Like that's the only thing. So it's I think it's tightening up the restrictions because they said that all the protocol was followed. It's just the small things of what do you do during your off day. That messed up the system.
Okay, so here's the thing: the Six Nations went before it commenced. I remember I reported this story like I think it was on January, if I'm mistaken, and the French government. They were against the French team going to the Six Nations or being part of the Six Nations because of the COVID-19. However, the Six Nations authorities ensured them that they will follow everything, will be okay. They take everything. They'll make sure that everything is fine.
Yes.
You know, but it's a bit difficult to control players and what to do. And as much as you said, it's their off day. They can do whatever they want to, but unfortunately they can't.
Yeah. Now you can't.
People should understand this. If you're an athlete in this era or during this pandemic, you are not as normal like us.
Yeah.
Me, I can be seen drinking. That's fine.
I don't drink at home, Mom. Sorry.
No, I'm just making an example. Obviously, I don't drink too. I was just saying that if even I don't believe that.
Even me, I laugh.
No, man.
But yes,
yes. Nothing wrong with a good beer. However, if that's the case, if I'm seen doing that, it's different to a player because me being affected, yes, we might not have the change room for that 1 week, or we can Zoom, Skype, whatever, and it still goes on and nothing is affected. You know, we still keep the numbers going. And unfortunately, when it comes to sports, you go out, you come back, you infect 7 people. That's a problem. Now, in another lifetime, or I think at some point, teams would be rolled over. You know, the fixture will be rolled over, or it has to be postponed. And now it will clash with. Sometimes you might find yourself having to play on a Wednesday and play on a Sunday, or on a Saturday because of your stupidity. Now you're putting the fixtures very tighter to each other, so it's a bit of a problem now. We're having to navigate between the spaces, and once the athletes understand that it's not the same as before, they need to be very disciplined. And now, and unfortunately, this is probably like a slap in the face for the French government, who at first said, no, we don't want this to happen. And then they were assured that nothing would happen. And now they said yes. And then now they're dealing with 16 people that are affected. And potentially even more because they probably were around. Now they're affected other people and whatever. It's a huge thing. Now, moving forward, people should understand. It's not the same as before. It's not the same as prior whatever COVID thingy. You know, it's not the same. So people should be very disciplined. And I'm just hoping. Actually, I'm very glad for our domestic rugby the times that they're playing in between. You know, it's gives a bit of space to you. You get COVID, you recover, you can still play. You know, but okay, maybe you won't play. But you know, you get a bit of time to not be affected or affect even more. So moving forward, I just hope that there's be better thinking for the players, and just remember, this is not the same as back then. It's different.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. It's the thing. That's why the last week fixture between France and Scotland was postponed because of these COVID restrictions. So they've had like a month now to deal with the panoramic or the
panoramic.
panoramic. I call it the panoramic.
Yeah,
that's the new word now. It's a panoramic to deal with the new panoramic. But like you said, I think all athletes now have to realize that they are an essential service, because that's how sports. That's why sports are being allowed to play in this current climate. Is that they're an essential service, and as an essential service, you have to be put to different standards. And I think it's a lot of responsibility, but it's a responsibility that they have to take extremely seriously.
Dibs. What else do we have?
Oh no, we're on now. We're back home.
Come here.
We're back home. We're there in local football, DStv Premiership. For me, the underdog team of the season. Yeah. Golden Arrows. Living 3-1. And they were down 1-0. Like that's why I'm I don't understand. They're in 4th place, 3 points behind Pirates with 2 games in hand. They are coming for it, man. They are coming for it.
No, man. Yeah, you know, he's doing something, Chief.
He's living.
And another, maybe this will be like the most used word from me the entire episode. Like, it's another slap in the face for golden errors and Manjanigazi. Some of the players are not selected for the national team. I mean, why is that? You know, like there are players. Makubela has been really good. You know, a couple of players there. I mean, there's quite a lot, but flipping hell, man. These guys are good, hey?
No,
guys are good.
And the thing is, they play good, like good attacking.
Yes.
That's why I said they play good attacking soccer. But the thing, and they don't have not they don't have stars, but they don't have people like are world renowned. And it's a very similar squad to the one they had last season, which never did so well. So that's why I have to give like to the coach. Hey, but
it's been fantastic.
Them playing away where I'm like.
And you know what's special? And I like the fact that you're mentioning the type of football they play. They are playing football flawlessly.
Yeah.
They defend well, and defending well also translates to the fact if you were a goal down, and you also be able to prevent to continue another one, but also being able to move forward. They play well. They have fantastic combinations. They are flawless, man. You know, yes, this thing. They man.
Like I don't understand like the way they attack. Like they attack like they shouldn't, like you don't understand how they scored. Like they just the pass and movement.
Yeah.
It's like homie's on the wing, but then now he's on the right wing.
Yes.
And then homie's like, nah, I'm gonna find him via a pass osmosis that he can't see. He'll do the champagne pass. Passes.
Yeah.
And they make it exciting to watch PSL. Like to be honest, them and they're winning. That's also an important thing because Chipper also plays exciting football.
Yeah,
but
they're not
but then winning is not what they majored in.
Definitely.
And so
I was about to say that I remember this last time. I think sometime last week.
Yeah.
I met a guy. We were just talking about football, and he was telling me about golden arrows. Like, dude, you know. Watching Golden Arrows right now, it's like I'm watching a team in the Premier League. Like, it's end-to-end stuff, and they allow the other team to play.
Yes.
Like, you get beaten while you give it a chance to play.
Yeah.
It's not like counter-attacking football where you went and then one forward, then road one, whatever, then that's it. No, they allow the other team to come. They defend well, they attack well. There's a lot of heart and confidence. And even an average player, they seems like a star because of their heart. And everybody is just like free. They play for each other. They're passing well. They're doing everything well. They're very compact. The captain is leading from the back, but also he's just making sure that everything is as solid in the front. Also, it's such a great thing to watch.
Yeah, no, shout out.
No, Golden
Arrows, shout out.
Definitely.
You guys deserve. You guys deserve to be recognized for your talent.
Definitely. I hope he gets something, whether it's him or whether it's one of the players. Maybe I'm not sure if maybe most improved or something, but I haven't really done my fully analysis of the squad to see who has improved a lot. Yeah. Because I know a couple of players who have been very good, but they were not effective per se because of how the team was playing holistically. However, right now, everyone is a star, eh?
Superstar. Moving on to another local team, Maritzburg United. Hit a snag, hit a young 1-1, and still in the relegation zone. Ernest trying to rejuvenate his career. There's not much to say. Like Maritzburg, it was a dull game. It was a dull game. One shot on target for each team. 1-1. So clinical. They're clinical at least. That's as much as I can add.
100% conversion rate.
100% conversion rate. But yeah, I think Maritzburg are in a real relegation dogfight. And
they're in
I
a
hope
squabble.
Middendorf can do a thing, but.
I'll tell you what, if Middendorp can play Kaiser Chiefs for the next 7 games, he's getting 3 points. That's what he needs right now. If he plays Kaiser Chiefs for the next 7 games, Maritzburg United are out of that squabble. However, just looking realistically, man, I mean, they were hit a lot. Every year, they're always hit. Some of these big teams will come and take players. And then unfortunately, Kutumela can only do so much himself. Deruk gone. Hey, well, that's another problem. So they are a team, man, that is they're not foreign to the whole relegation squabble. They survived. They've been very good at some points and challenging. However, you see right now it's a bit of a problem because even when you're watching Maritzburg, the Maritzburg game last week, and then you look at how everything is. I can't really come here and speak and say things like the team has no desire, everything.
No.
Things are just not going their way.
Yeah.
They're just not going their way. Then it doesn't need any sort of like a tactical analyst who will come in and tell you that they're playing pressing football. The three defenders will come in and press the ball, and then it will spread the ball, goes to the other side overload. No, you don't need anything like that. They are not. Things are not going their way.
Yeah.
Even the simplest of things, a ball combination, a pass from the back will go on for like three players, get into the front, the ball is gone. And you understand what that does to the players who are now at the back. Like, dude, we just won the ball, we're playing it forward. Now we're dealing with this. Come on. Come on.
I really hope for Maritzburg's sake that they make it through. But we spoke about the Chitty Boys, Shipa, being good, playing good football, but hey, couldn't come up against the mighty Orlando Pirates.
Man, bona.
Watching that game. Because the thing is, and this is, they Chipper are architect of their own destruction. Because, because they were playing well, they're playing a high line, greatness, they're attacking, pressing, greatness. Then the first goal, high line, chip over, and they're like, it's fine. My keeper's got this. But then that's the thing of the architect of their own downfall, because the keeper had a choice to make. But I can tell, normally you would kick the ball away. But I can tell that his problem was he wants to play from the back, attacking. So he's like, let me kick. No, wait, I can't kick. I have to trap. And then he's like, oh shit, the ball's gone.
No, it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone.
No, look.
And then Hotter put it in the back of the net.
It was easy.
And then it was easy.
It was easy from then on. And look,
when they want to be.
No, bega, I'll tell you, bega. Later. Sharp, Sundowns in blind. Blind. They're doing well and Sharp.
Yeah.
But the thing is about the Pirates, I like the depth and I like the fact for the past couple of weeks, right? They've been rotating a lot of
their team.
And that is very suicidal. It's suicidal for the team's chemistry and cohesion. It affects them in a way, because if you used to play with this guy this time around, now this time around you play with someone else, it doesn't, but for them it seems like it's working. Yes, and they have depth value, so bamnandi very. Yabona nje bamnandi. Plus futhi modla the cheaper uthamba mfethu, unga relax mfethu. Cheaper azofika ithenge abaplayer ePirates and then so if you can take a player Pirates and then they go that side and then you think they'll challenge. But maybe they'll score one goal and then they lose by 3-1.
That's how they were let go, brother.
But I'm just he's a good coach. I like him as a person, and I hope he doesn't get to a point last time because I thought he had Kozan.
No, but they're playing good. But they're playing good. They're playing good.
No, they're playing good.
But that's all but from that game, a couple of Pirates team made the Bafana squad.
Yeah.
So Bafana are going to the African Cup of Nations. They
qualifiers,
qualifiers. So then they're second in their group behind Ghana. There are 2 fixtures coming up this month. The squad of 26, it was named. The squad of 26
I have it here.
And I'll start with the goalkeepers. Surprise addition. And Dumoulin, the whole Kune.
The what?
The whole Kune.
There's something else.
No, wait, what did you say? I said the whole.
But you know why? Because the reason why I thought you said a bad word is because of so the reasoning why I'm disputing the Kune inclusion here.
Yes.
The fact that last week, this is the same guy who made like 3 errors for Chiefs, and then Chiefs lost the games and they lost points and whatever, and then he hasn't been great. He goes out to celebrate and goes to party. And people will come and tell us, but they need to be, why jive? No, you can't. You're not the same person as
like we said before, you're a celebrity.
You are an idol. Let's not use the word celebrity. Let's use the word icon and idol. You are a lot of young goalkeepers look up to Dumoulin Kune. He goes out there and then he's a fantastic goalkeeper on his great day, when he's good on the day. But so he has been going through these things lately, and he hasn't been making the headlines for all the good reasons.
Yes.
That is on the field. That is what he's getting paid to do. Now, he takes all the money. He goes Yoshibiza. There's no masks there. Bashibiza.
Bruh, you have to turn up, bruh.
I don't like people saying and the athletes are people now. No. That's your bread and butter, bruh. And you've created a certain standard for people to know you for, and you should abide by. You can't just be a Nkune and be seen walking and dabbing and doing things there and doing weird things out there.
No mask,
No mask if it's So I was very mad about that. But again, talking about goalkeepers, the goalkeeper, very, very good. He's been very fantastic.
Good.
So it's him, Ronald Williams, and
he has to be number one, fam. Ron Williams has, for me, he should start. If he's not starting, then there's issues. Hands will be thrown.
Hands will be thrown.
But
So looking at defenders, I'm just gonna look at some Tabang PT. I've never seen him play. I'm not gonna lie. As much as we come here and talk about sports, doesn't mean we've seen everyone, because we don't have the access to the Portugal League, and who will just sit. I mean, if you watch a Portugal League, you probably watch FC Porto and Benfica.
Yeah, and Sporting
Lisbon.
Sporting are undefeated this season.
Yes, Sporting Lisbon, definitely.
Well,
You want to watch Balenenses. You won't watch it, but it'll be interesting to see what he does. I hope he gets a chance so we can see Sanda Kudu, also part of it. He plays for Hapoel Tel Aviv in Israel. Untitled Chapter, Musa Libusa, Innocent Mayela. Hlanti, who I feel is there because he's playing for a good team. He's never been, for the longest of time, Hlanti has never been there. I would say it's a bit this guy, Upaseka Marco should be there, but they'll think that I'm saying that because I'm a Pirates fan. But I think he has been good. But however, he's not been playing much.
Even Obo from
definitely. Nobo was a huge surprise. Like, how is Nobo not part of that? I mean, Jabulani Nobo is solid, and it's been great for Morocco Swallows.
And he's youngster, bruh.
That's the thing.
He should the experience. Like, even if he doesn't get on the field, bruh, he could go and travel and get the exposure and the experience of playing with these players, because he's been a rock, bruh.
He's been a flipping rock. Do you know what grinds my cashew nuts? Is the fact that you as South Africa, our youngsters are only youngsters when they become 25. Mason Mount is 20. He's playing week in, week out at Chelsea. Declan Rice. Talk about all these players, all the other players. This Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial became who he is today through him giving a chance at a young age.
At 20,
At 20.
You know what I'm saying? Rashford were leading Man United.
Yes. Even Jesse Lingard came in there, and you want to tell me that you want experience. You're going to call people about like 30 plus years old instead of people that we can build from. Look, I don't think, yes, I know a lot of people will be mad if we don't qualify for the African Cup of Nations, but with Mulifenteki coming in, and obviously the mandate has to, the African Cup of Nations and World Cup, and you cannot build a team for the World Cup while you're still calling up about Dean Furman. How do you call Dean Furman? He plays for Carlisle.
You hate Dean Furman, right?
No. I don't hate Dean Furman. I'll tell you. I have all the things here. I'll tell you something. You call up Tuela Serrero who plays in Abu Dhabi. The league is terrible. He plays for a terrible league. Like, it's not even ranked top 100 in the world. Well, maybe because there's money in Abu Dhabi, then something else. Okay, before I get to Bongani Zungu, let me go on.
Oh my God!
I'm coming to Bongani Zungu. By the way, I mean, congratulations to Rangers champions,
but
55. He made no contribution.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I said. It's just experience. He's not doing form, bruh, because he hasn't played at all. Zungu has played like.
Let me see, maybe 2, 3, maybe. I think maybe subs. He
had like 10 appearances off the bench. But I think he's only started 5 games. 5 games in a whole season.
Is it 5? No, he only joined them in January, so it's not. There's not much football to be played from then on, and you can't really come and slot in. But he made matters worse by going out and partying. That's his contribution.
That's his contribution.
And look, it's painful to talk about these guys like this, and I just hope that he has done enough to convince Steven Gerrard to keep him, because if he has to go back to Amiens, and like I said, I haven't checked the fixtures in League 2. They were 11th, and they might even go further down, and you never know. And That'd be sad.
It'll be sad.
That'd be sad. However, all right, then there's Pesita who hasn't been playing, and we know he's a quality player.
But he hasn't been.
Graham Potter.
No, but actually, funny story, because I actually heard about this, that Brighton actually closed their social media account because so many South Africans have been complaining that Percy Tau is not starting. Right?
So I'll tell you what, there's two ways about it. So I actually asked people about it, and if they like if it's really there, and I even tried to search it on Facebook, I couldn't find it, but a couple of hours later, actually, I searched this on Tuesday this week. So it's Tuesday today. So it was it wasn't there, and then. I found it then later on. So I don't know if that was true or not, or maybe they blocked South Africans or what, I don't know. But it's there.
So we have power. Percy Tau, we're here for you. We support you.
No, we're here. I'm happy to see Sipho Mbule from Super Sports part of it. Andre Charlie is playing. Luther Singh is part of it, who scored 2 goals for his team last week. I think Thursday or Friday. Then that Dean Freeman guy.
Shouldn't be there.
You can't be there, Chief.
His time is gone, but his time is gone.
Vincent Mbule, what did he do wrong?
Maybe he played for Pirates. Maybe the homie's not a fan of Pirates. Because he's been fantastic this whole season.
He's been consistent, he's been starting, he's been contributing.
And he's been arguably one of Pirates' best players.
Definitely. I don't understand how you don't include him.
For me, I can't. I'm not the coach. I'm just going to trust in him and hopefully we do well as South Africa for these 2 games.
So my thing is, I'm happy you say that you trust him and you're happy. So my thing is, if time and time again, we're gonna have problems with the squad announcement and playing players and bringing in players that don't make any or that haven't made any impact for their teams. You bring them along to the national team. I feel like it's a slap in the face for us.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and for players who haven't contributed anything, they're just playing overseas. It's a slap in the face for us. For players, the DStv Premiership right now, we have the hottest players in the Premiership, in the DStv Premiership, and with COVID football now, with the top teams are not really having it easy. All the bottom teams are now coming, like you see, players in golden arrows. They've been fantastic. True. Okay, good. Amazulu got that one goalkeeper. Well, it's fun. Even though I feel like maybe they could have gotten another one, but I know like maybe I know he's old, but just a bit of came here and there, and. Arrows, not because we're catering base, but I'm just talking about teams that have made such great progress and strides. I'm happy to see Rosé Khamaldin from Swallows, but also I think he's also somewhere late 20s to 30s, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a problem.
It's not a young squad.
It's not a young squad.
That's an issue.
He did say he was going for experience, but to what extent?
Because what has that experience done for you? Like we haven't made AFCON in a while. We've never made the World Cup since we hosted it. What has that experience actually brought to the table? Where this season has arguably been one of the better seasons for PSL football. Yes. And a lot of emerging talent. And it's sad that they're not getting the opportunity. But like I said, what can we do, man? I just have to trust that homie has a plan. I have to trust that homie has a plan.
Yeah, I know. You see, me, I'm taking this thing to heart. I'll sit this one out in terms of supporting. Yeah. Because I'll honestly say that with what's happening right now, with the players and everything, I just hope the players that he brought in prove me wrong. Okay. And that's great for the nation. Yeah. If Wangane Zungu go and he saves 2 penalties and scores 2 goals and then we win against Ghana, that is great. As much as I'll be proven wrong, it's fun. It's still good for the nation. We step closer to qualifying. But as it stands for now, you have your Dean Foreman there. For what?
Tulani, when has he done anything for the national team?
Changeroom has been wearing the number 10 for years and he hasn't done nothing.
That's also a thing. What has he? I know Bradley, he's been playing well for so long. How now does he get a call?
How now?
Bro, we were puzzling with Bernard Parker was there for years doing nonsense.
Hey,
let's let it go. But I'm gonna make an announcement, something I've never done on the show before.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look at the camera now. I'm gonna admit that Tibs was wrong. It takes a big man to admit that he was wrong.
Wait.
Tibs was wrong. But I was wrong in the right way. Because Man United...
No!
I was so wrong.
Dude.
I said I was right, but I was wrong in the right way because I was right. I said Man City would not score against Man United. Here I am
so
again
shocked.
being right. And Man United won 2-0. I'm sorry that I never had enough faith in myself. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I apologize to you guys at home. I know you believed at me all the time. But
Can I sleep this one through while you continue? Can I sleep this one through?
Yeah.
While I can sleep this one through.
I've got you guys. We're here with it. So Man United won 2-0 against Man City, destroying the streak of 21 undefeated games. It was like The Undertaker being destroyed by Brock Lesnar. It was the ultimate comeback. Well done, Manchester United. A Bruno Fernandes penalty. Luke Shaw running the whole length of the field to make it past Edison. Fantastic performance.
Wait. You're making it seem like he got the ball from the other end, went through everybody now and then he scored. No, it was just there. And you actually planned this one out, this intro.
I was ready.
That's why you were like, I'm going to talk about this United game. I'm going to talk about this United game. Have an old intro plan. My gosh.
I was ready for it. I'm here for you guys. I know you guys believed in me when I never believed in myself. So I thank you guys.
But nobody believed in him. Nobody believed in United on its own. But props to United.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that one coming. I'll be honest. I did not see that one coming. In fact, I thought maybe if City were to win, it'd probably be a 2-1, 1-0. I didn't see United losing dismally as much as because they have the backing of the penalties.
And we lived, eh? We lived.
They did.
And we did. And that's why I said we were. And honestly, we played really well. Like, I make fun of Fred and McTominay, but they really did press very well. They Maguire and Lindelof never seemed to be in too much trouble.
Maguire was though.
Yeah, a little bit, but then
more than 2 occasions he was.
But the main O is Raheem Sterling, bruh. That homie needs to get a new GPS machine, fam, because it takes him to the wrong location. Because the goal was not where he was headed.
For that day only.
No, for that day, because like for him, he had so many chances that he was just like, where are you shooting? I'm like, I don't understand.
City came into life when Phil Foden came in.
Phil Foden was, if he started, they would have won. They would have won straight up.
Yeah, definitely. Phil Foden was on the money, bro. The only thing that was just lacking was just in the final third. In fact, not even in the final third, just right in the 6 yard. Sorry, my bad. My goodness, sure. So it was just then. And you can tell that obviously Lindelof and Maguire, the only thing they needed to do was just to clear the ball away. Yeah. Don't man mark because you will look like a fool. And be a buffoon. And put the buff in the fool. And you were there. And you literally could see that the only thing they needed to do was just to stop whatever ball. If it comes, dude, take it out. Yeah. That's the only thing you need to do. And it worked well for them. And it was just the fact that I couldn't enjoy the game because in my mind I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to the change room next week and I have to speak about this. No, Man City have to do something. And then nothing happened. And then Pep Guardiola loses. And then now it just gives United another sort of another spring.
Yep.
So this past weekend, I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
No, actually on Sunday only, Man United broke Man City's streak. Adesanya's streak was broken, and the Man United fans' silence broke out.
Yeah, no,
literally.
We were here.
It was just breaking. But well done, Man United. Can you talk about Chelsea,
Yeah, no, we can talk about Chelsea just for you guys. But before we speak about Chelsea, we have to speak about Liverpool. Because Chelsea beat Liverpool 1-0. But Liverpool are puzzled. They are puzzling. And to be honest, we both called it. We said Chelsea to win. And to be honest, it was never in doubt. Hey,
Liverpool, chief, eh?
Liverpool, man.
6.
I can't.
6. 6 games at home.
Exactly. But
no win.
That's why.
What a goal.
Like Liverpool in all 4 leagues in England have the worst home record. After 92 teams out of 92, Liverpool are lost at home. Yeah.
Wait, is that a fact or banter? We must.
Oh no. For 2021.
Yeah.
For 2020. Okay, not in life. And for 2021.
Oh yeah.
So for 2021, it's fact. 110% fact. 92 out of 92 for home. Because think about it, they've lost all their home games and scored 1 goal.
You know, teams used to fear to play against Liverpool. Now they can't wait to play against Liverpool.
Yeah, no. Liverpool fear playing at home, bruh. They're like,
in fact, they fear playing at all. Hey, how is the one player at some point, Mohamed Salah, bruh? Like he was the one. He is to blame for the goal.
Yeah.
He has his back against it. I don't know what he's trying to do. You have to kick, Chief. On your side, kick on the side. Chief, you must leave.
Yeah.
Fight for survival. This guy, I don't know what he's trying to do. Lemina came in, bangers.
So then just for the ones at home, we're doing...
right again.
So for the ones at home, we're doing the quick fantasy football announcement. So this week was... it was a rough week for fantasy for people. Because not a lot of teams scored.
Yes.
If you look at all this
stuff,
not a lot of teams scored. So I think the average was very low. Like 39, 39. And all of everyone's, because the most sold player this week was Mohamed Salah.
Guy, he must go, Chief.
Yeah, but he's the most expensive player in the team.
They saved a lot of money. He's saving a lot of money.
Yeah, I've sold him for 4 weeks because he hasn't scored in the past 5 weeks. But the man I did buy, because I called him last time as my MVP, was the Bale Force win. My homie, Gareth Bale.
Tibs.
Sometimes for me it's a good week because having Bale and having Kane was the people to have. Because Kane got 2 goals, 2 assists.
2 assists.
19 points. He's out there killing. So Man City have, like you said, they're playing tomorrow, have a double game week.
Double game week,
Double game week, so my captaincy's on Gundogan. Should have put it on Kane. I played myself. Or the Bale Force win.
As you always do.
So I'm hoping Gundogan does well. So tell me about your team. How was your... Did you bring in Bale? Did you listen to the Bale Force win MVP prediction? In the comments below, we can interact.
What do you think? In the coming fixtures, looking at the weekend, just an overview. Who do you think will be the most impactful player for this weekend? Do you think
for this weekend?
Go on.
For me, I brought in just because Aston Villa just keeping clean sheets. I haven't had Martinez all week, so I think I brought in Martinez, but probably Arsenal because they
have a tough one against Spurs though. So do you think they have a very hard? Do you think they'll have it easy there? No, perhaps
Chelsea. I think Chelsea.
Chelsea's playing on the other
versus
side.
Leeds. No,
they're playing Leeds.
So Leeds against the big teams, you know how it is.
But the problem is now they're playing against a team that similarly sort of like play the same because they're all attacking now. Leeds like they play very high up the pitch.
High intensity.
And you have a Marcelo Bielsa. Now it's a battle of his tacticians. Now they have to outwit each other tactically. And it's going to be interesting now. But I'm looking at players that will have an impact for this upcoming weekend, I'm thinking for the first time or for the maybe second or third time, maybe I'm agreeing with you. I'm seeing this Bale factor happening. And it'll be very interesting. And the Bale, Son and Kane. It's a very, very fierce forward there.
All 3 of them in my team. So I'm all in on Jose, fam. I'm all in on Jose.
This guy, we come here with this Jose, and then he goes on and puts Jose's players on his page.
Oh no, it's just how it goes.
So,
but our favorite topic, Temba Bavuma. For everybody at home. So Quentin de Kock has taken a break from international cricket. So we've named our new captains. Dean Elgar is captain of the test team. And Temba Bavuma has been named the first ever black Protea captain for the limited overs and the T20s.
Beautiful stuff.
It's a great announcement, but there's been controversy. Like there's been people, and for me, I understand the controversy. I don't support it, but I understand, especially because he's there for the limited overs. And in limited overs, he's only played 14 games. Actually he's only played 8 T20s and 6 ODIs. But he's now made captain of the team, and even his place was skeptical, and now he's made captain, and a lot of people are saying, but he was the quota player, and now he's captain.
And you know what? There's, I think right now, just looking at everything. Temba Bavuma, whether you may looking at your captain, that's another conversation we're gonna have when it comes to bowlers and being captain and stuff. But as the trend has been batsmen who become captain, and you'd think that in limited overs, Themba Bavuma has backing. I feel like he has backing for him to be selected. He's a current champion of both limited overs.
Yeah, both
MOTC and the TT Challenge. So then it's all obviously sort of like propels him in a way. As much as people can say he's a quota player alongside other players, but he obviously at some point the CSA has to take that route. At some point the Proteas have to get into that route of doing what the Springboks did, or what Razi Erasmus did with Siyakolisi. At some point we are going to get to that, because growing calls, I mean, it's so disgusting looking at Facebook and Twitter comments about black players. It's very disgusting. I never try or make anything racial. I move away from that, because at some points we are seen as people who instigate things. And if I say Themba Bavuma deserves the call up, then they would say it's justified, or it's not justified. You are saying things because you're also black, whatever. Now it becomes a whole racial thing. It's very draining. However, I feel like with the backing of the 2 limited overs trophies, and sort of like a young, decent stint when he played against Pakistan, where he obviously hit the ball and then he took himself out. He was approaching a good innings. He was on 70, I think, at that time. And he sort of like made, and I think, because looking at captains, it's not just looking at a player who has been playing really well, which is obviously a plus. However, his organization, when do you put it? I mean, his management in the final of the T20 was fantastic. Yeah. You don't just bring in bowlers who will come in and be effective. His fielding was on the money. You're telling me that you want, who do people want to bring in? Who do people want to bring in?
No. I like that's what I said. I agree with you. I think cricket South Africa and this whole racial debate has been going on for a very long time. Yeah. Because I even remember like 2 or 3 seasons ago when Kaya Zondo got called up to the Proteas. Yeah. And he was there as a reserve batsman. Dumini got injured. Then they brought in Dean Alga, and then they still never played Zondo, even though he'd been in the whole season, the whole series. Yeah. So we've always had this turbulent relationship, and even if you hear some of the interviews Makai and Tini's done in the past, like it's been a very turbulent time in terms of race and South African cricket. But like you have said, I think it's very different to have a leader, a captain, and a player that's performing. Because I think in South African cricket South Africa's mind, they hoped it was going to be Markram. Yeah. They hoped from under 19, Markram was going to be the guy to save us. Yeah. He was going to take over, but he hasn't performed. So even though he's a leader and a captain, but he doesn't perform. Bavuma and limited overs, he has an average of over 50.
That's
absolutely. He's only played 6, 8, but like he's batting.
Good numbers, yeah.
He has good numbers. He scored 100 on his debut. So he's actually in the limited overs game, deserves to be there purely based on merit, and he's led 2 domestic teams to the championship.
Exactly, and you know what makes me sort of like mad? It's when some of our black people saying things like he's been set up to failure. To fail. If that's the conversation behind the CSA, then this will not affect Themba Bavuma that much. He has a good domestic cricket career happening, and it's fantastic. So if you want to bring in Bavuma and bring him and make him and set him up for failure, CSA will always get the thing, and will always get the beating. And at this point, I think the calling for a black captain wasn't really as strong as it was back then. And right now, you bring in a player and say, okay, cool, we are sort of like reaching this sort of time now in our lifetime where black people also need to be included. So let's make Themba. I think it's been a while. I don't remember. Actually, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember seeing any bowler being a captain, eh?
No. I was Sean Pollock.
Oh yeah, Sean Pollock then. But it was an all-rounder. Because I'm thinking now, what is Lungingiti, Kariso Rabada? The pressure is too much. If you are a captain and you're bowling, chief, you must get wickets from the first ball.
Yeah, bro. And then also I'm like, bro, I'm bowl myself out. Bro, I'm bowling all 10 overs. Because the captain decides the bowling order. Yes. Bro, I'm like, I'm bowling. You bowl. Give it to me. So.
Imagine you make decisions like that. You bowl the first over. You pull the third one, and then you're done, and you're waiting for the new ball.
Yeah.
People would say, "Hi, this guy, why is he doing this? Why is he not taking the old ball?" You know, obviously,
but I want 3 slips, bro. Like, I want 3, but yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
but yeah, so the conversation now it becomes a whole political thing now, and now it's, hey, dude, like why would the CSA also, if they are doing it, why would you go to an extent of saying, let's bring in a black person so that he will mess things up and then will say, we told you so?
Nah, like for me, it's I don't like. We could have this debate until the cows come home. I just wish I wish him the best. Yes. And I think that like we're not like no one in the South African team at the moment can say they're playing well. So I think
actually, yeah.
Like it's not like we've been in great form. We just lost the series now in Pakistan. Like so for me, it can only go up from here. So for me, they say they're setting him for fail. To be honest, I think he's going to be playing limited overs cricket for the next 2 to 3 years, regardless of if his captaincy goes well. Because who else is going to play? Like Faf is gone, AB's gone, Amla's gone. Sort of find the distance around. Like you don't have batsmen anyway. Markram can't score a run in international football.
Well, Faf is going to be back for the World Cup.
T20, yeah, for T20.
Yeah.
But
beyond that, yeah.
So for me, I can think this is a great privilege for him, and I wish him the best.
Definitely, all the best, and I just hope that as fans of sports, just for once, when it comes to color, let's sort of like, especially this captaincy, and I know he's gonna get the beating. We're going to Pakistan are coming in April, and we're gonna play that, and you will see the comments on social media. It's appalling, man. We can't be every time quota player. When Kakasura is blowing up stumps, they're not saying quota player. When looking at he's taking a couple of wickets, they're saying quota player. Yeah. But because it's Mavuma, who for most people see him as this batsman that maybe himself he doesn't see that he's good, and because people are giving it a chance, he's captain of his domestic team, and he gets to be given a chance, and maybe when doesn't perform, now it becomes a quota player thing. Now it's a problem now. Yeah. Now the problem is not only CSA within itself as an organization. Now as fans, we are a problem ourselves, inflicting things out to the public. We can't have a serious conversation about cricket without people talking about quota. It's appalling, man.
Yeah, I know. So, do you have any other news for us?
Definitely. Let me put. I have a lot of news. So yes, over the weekend, Bryson DeChambeau won his 8th PGA title at the Arnold Palmer Invitation. So that's one great stuff there. Bryson DeChambeau. Novak Djokovic, they were number 1.
Longest.
Yeah, he's broken the record for being at number 1 at the ATP World Rankings for 311 weeks. Woo! So he surpassed the record for which was formerly held by Roger Federer, which is 310. And yes, props to Petrus Motsepe, Doctor Petrus Motsepe. He's because the 2 other candidates like they pulled out, so he's sort of like home and dry. We're just obviously waiting for the confirmation for him being officially announced as CAF president. Yeah. And that'd be great. I think that would do the entire continent a lot of justice. The CAF has been ran like a flipping shebeen. I'm not sure if it's Saxonwell shebeen or which one, but it has been ran like a madhouse. And for the longest time, I remember I watched his sort of like his manifesto launch, and he spoke about development of women's sports and also raising money for the winners of the Champions League. I mean, you have to beef it up. So that's what he's looking to do, and a lot of other things that he's obviously planning to do, which is great. And you see, right now we can start to say, because for the longest time, our Southern African countries have been at the under end of the justice. We haven't been receiving justice for the longest time. I mean, remember the days also you were going to Lubumbashi and SABC news crew not being allowed to come in and all of that, so
interviews,
yes, and so it's crazy. So all of that, those things now, I hope they will get, sort of like they'll be dealt with. And when I said, news just came in early this week. Joachim Low will step down after the Euro as head coach
of Germany.
Of Germany, yes. And I am seeing petting Jurgen Klopp 5th season.
Ooh.
Huh?
Yo, I was gonna say Hansi Flick, but I'm like Jurgen Klopp.
Hansi Flick is doing all his club football.
Jurgen Klopp being Germany.
Third season syndrome is kicking in.
Oh snap! That's dope.
And technically, he won't be fired if he leaves for head coach because he said, I'm leaving for a different job. Still, his thing remains intact.
Oh, well, that's very good. I'm actually interested to see how this goes.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, I've got that. Time for my favorite segment.
Yes.
The most valuable player, MVP. So most valuable player is the most valuable player of any team, any sport, even sports we haven't discussed.
Yeah.
That this game week absolutely slayed for you or think that she was the player that deserves to be recognized. So in the comments below, tell us who was the player that shone for you this week. For me, had to be the guy that I just said when I was doing my announcement, Luke Shaw, who ran across the whole field. He didn't
run across the whole field.
He ran across the whole field with his left foot, banged it in. Was, for me, man of the match. And possibly next to Bruno Fernandes, the player of the season for Man United so far.
Yeah, those penalties definitely you have to.
So yeah, for me, I have to say Luke Shaw is my MVP for the week. And you?
Okay, right. So that's good. Luke Shaw, United fan.
Luke Shaw.
You must Luke Shaw.
We are winning.
Right. So I have two.
Okay.
This week, and they both come from the Momentum Proteas.
Yeah.
Shabnem Ismail. She took 3 wickets from 28 balls, 28 wicket runs rather, and. Lizelle Lee undefeated at 83. Yes. And as the Proteas won by 8 wickets, and it was great against India. In India. So yeah, Lizelle Lee and Shabnem Ismail. Those are my most valuable players for this week. We didn't talk about that match because there are like a lot of things are happening, but this is also part of us giving you a bit of a news. Yeah. So yeah, that's still happening then again, And
then team of the week, also, because we never really discussed it, but team of the week, I'm going to do what Sbu does, and I'm going to take half here and half here. And I have to say that the PSL teams this time really did well for us in the CAF competition. Mamelodi Sundowns beat TP Mazembe 2-1. After they have not lost a CAF home game in 11 years. It was the streak. It was the day of streaks breaking. But
this weekend it was streaks, breaking. Even Man United's mouth fans were broken.
But that's an amazing accomplishment from Sundowns. They look like they are going through to the semi-finals for the CAF competition. But also, the boys that we have made fun of, guys, the Chiefs finally won a game. I'm like, what? They're like Liverpool, bro. They can't win the league, but in the cup in the continent competition, they won.
But they won,
and they won, and they're also now in a decent position for
the next round.
Like
definitely.
So for me, if both teams make the semi-finals, I think that would be huge for South African football. So for me, both teams they share for me team of the week, half Chiefs, half Sundowns.
I also had Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns, but also. I had Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns because Kaizer Chiefs, I think they've been having it tough for the longest time. They needed that win. And hey, speaking of Kaizer Chiefs, I saw on Twitter after Mato scored that header. Someone said on Twitter that it was a lucky goal. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, ball came in, crossed in, header in. How is it a lucky goal? People are just too
negative,
nasty.
Yeah, they're negative.
It is terrible. People, you know what? That's the thing. People are watching sports for the wrong reasons. That's why you'll find them having podcasts where they deal with football only, they don't know other things, and they talk rubbish there, then moving over there. It's bad, bro. Like it's bad vibes. At some point, you can't just talk about things and just be nasty about it.
Yeah, be happy. Be happy.
Be happy.
I'm happy guys the Chiefs won, bro.
No, definitely, genuinely.
That's why I say, why are you hating? They're too much. Hating is too easy.
It's too easy.
Too easy, bro.
Too easy.
Too easy, man.
And yes, I also want to put in with the Proteas, Momentum Proteas, by the way, because it's Proteas and Momentum Proteas. They did well against India. And Fulham.
Fulham.
Fulham, Chief.
Coming out of the relegation.
Definitely.
Game of the week for me, it's not that hard. We know the Manchester Derby, I was winning. That's my favorite game of the week. Manchester is red.
Oh, is it? Is it
red?
red?
For this week. I don't know about the league, but for this week, we are red.
Okay.
We are red this week.
My match of the week obviously has to go to, because I've been watching a lot of Proteas, so definitely it was Momentum Proteas when they won their match against India because the series is still happening.
Yeah.
I know they're still playing right now as we speak, so we can't really talk about it because by the time you watch this on Sunday, you're like, oh, these guys are losing their minds.
Yeah.
But
tell us about fixtures predictions for next week. Fixtures. Yes.
Let's kick it off this week. So rugby kickoff pools, Elephants and Lions, Cheetahs and the Sharks are playing on Wednesday the 10th. Be good game, good game. So we have some weekday rugby, weekdays rugby, so which is great. And like I said, Elephants hosting Lions. I don't think we waste time with the predictions there. No, we already know. And the Cheetahs and the Sharks. That will be fiery.
I'm ready. Ready for Spechman, fan. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's gonna be problems.
I'm ready. And Francois Steyn and Ron Pino returning to the Sharks.
Ron Pino. Ron Pino, I think is gonna be
returning to the Sharks.
Yeah,
I think it'll be it's a preseason friendly type of Vinyana thing.
Yeah, I think.
So I'm like.
It's also massive though.
It's a massive, but for me, it's about getting players, game time.
French players, yeah.
It can go either way. I really don't know. I just think it's going to be an attacking game of running rugby, in my opinion.
Definitely, and something the Stormers actually been playing lately. That running rugby has been good, and they played against the Cheetahs, but they lost last week. And then now the Sharks, I know they made one change into no, not one. I think it's 3 changes in their squad. At 10, Jaden Chait. I've been waiting to see him playing. So that's one thing I'm excited about seeing. That's both those matches kick off on Wednesday, the 10th. Then on Saturday. I think when it comes to the change room, it feels weird when you don't talk about Six Nations. I think we've invested so much in the Six Nations, and it feels weird. Now it's back this week, and we're talking about it.
And we're strong with it.
We're strong
with it.
Here's what I want to hear this from you. So on Saturday the 13th, it's France and England. Who are you going with, the Chief?
No, I have to go with France. I do have to go. For me, I want to hate, but sometimes we've been saying about haters, you can't, fam.
You can't hate.
You can't hate. England have 0 chance. I give England 0 chance.
But you know what? You know what would be great, though?
What?
It would be great for England to win.
Doubt it.
No, I doubt it. France definitely France, yeah.
I can tell you.
We are in France,
Vive la France, fam. We're here for
definitely.
I have a croissant in the morning. We'll be strong.
Oh, that's okay. And then another fixture that you can look forward to: Scotland and Ireland. No, Ireland is your team, so you're here for it. You're here for that. And then the DStv Premiership. There's 2 matches on the 10th. It's Chippa United and Amazulu. Should be interesting. I think both teams are playing very attacking football.
I think Amazulu on form. Benny McCarthy was manager of the month.
Yes, definitely.
So for me, keep it home. KZN, fam, Amazulu.
Surprisingly, Benny McCarthy manager of the month. Tapelo Kogi, goal of the month. Both coming from Amazulu. Something is happening there. Something is happening right here at home. Then. This one coach said that he needs to get, like I said, if they play this team 7 times, they might win. Maritzburg United are taking on Kaizer Chiefs. It might be a repeat of that other game. But that's going to be an interesting one. I'm hoping for... I'm sorry, Chiefs, but look, I'm hoping for a Maritzburg United win.
But Maritzburg, they need the points, right?
They need them. Actually, both these teams.
Kaizer Chiefs need to come top 8. Kaizer Chiefs need to come top 8 so they can be in the MTN 8 next season. But Maritzburg needs to stay in the league. So,
they need to.
And Ernest must come back, right? Ernest is going to be like, bruh, so you fired me for this, homie?
I must beat you.
I'm going to come back and show you fire.
So that's the one thing. So on 13th and Saturday, Stellenbosch are taking on Sundowns. That's going to be another interesting. Hey, did you see Stellenbosch over the weekend? Hey, did you see that goal by that boy? Dupree.
Dupree, homie, fam.
It was actually his first goal, surprisingly. First or second.
Like a whole backflip, Vinyana.
Hey, you must. It's a relief.
I was like, hey, did you stretch before?
It's a monkey off his back, bro. Imagine playing, how many games are you in now? 20 yards? 23, 4, whatever? So it's 20-something games that you...
20 games.
And you see that he has like 1 goal in his name or he has 2. That's massive, bro. That's massive. Right, Barclays Premier League, Fulham taking on Man City on Saturday 13th. I think we don't give Fulham a chance here, but should they win, that would be massive.
Then they'll be fine.
Should they win, that would be massive. But then Arsenal and Spurs. Definitely Spurs here, bro.
I have to go with my Bale Force win, bro. You know.
No, I'm convinced. I'm convinced.
I'm here for him, bro. We here for you, Mourinho. We support you now.
Oh, boy, he's our former manager, actually. Yeah, so we are here for you. So that match happened on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Then your team, Man United, took on a very, very tricky West Ham side.
Yeah, Moyes is gonna come back and be mad.
Yeah.
And West Ham are the team. If Man United beat them, then I think their top 4 hopes are down because they're currently 5th. So they're still down. In it. They're not down, but like from it, you know what I'm saying. Like if they beat them, they're 3 points behind United. If United beat them, then they can go 6 points ahead. So it's for them. It's an important game to narrow the gap.
Definitely should be exciting, and I'm literally looking at a West Ham draw here.
Okay.
I'm looking at something like that, not because like I'm an anti-United fan, but I think West Ham, I'm giving them too much that much credit because of how they've been playing thus far this season. Mm-hmm. Champions League Wednesday evening.
Yep.
Second leg to return now. PSG. Welcoming back Barcelona at the...
Barca must just go fight, bro. Go fight for the league in Spain. They done. It's done in Europe.
1-0 defeats, 2-0 defeats is fine. Then leave, ne?
Yeah.
Save your Messi and everything.
Just go back to Spain. Try win the league.
Yeah.
Like Champions League is not for you, fam. It's not for you.
Not this season.
It's not this season.
No, it's not happening. I mean, even Atletico Madrid and Real played a draw over the weekend, so you might have a chance there to go further on. And then there's Liverpool and Leipzig.
Yeah, Liverpool. This is their last chance, bro. Liverpool.
Are they still in the cup? That other cup in England?
FA Cup, nope. They are. Liverpool are gone, bruh. Liverpool, this is your time. Liverpool fans, bruh.
They have to win the Champions League to qualify for the Champions League.
Because they're not coming top 4. So Liverpool, it's your time to shine.
Leipzig also a very tricky side. But
I'm for Liverpool.
I am for look, it's done, Chief. I think I don't see none of the teams that won the first leg. I mean, it's 4-0, 2-0. I mean, they're home and dry. But because it's Liverpool and they're playing at home, Leipzig boys, come on, lads. Telling you, Leipzig is coming. Mm-hmm. Maybe even if they might win, but maybe not go through. Maybe like a 1-0, but they will score at Anfield because everybody scores at Anfield.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone scores at Anfield.
Right.
So this is our favorite part of the time. Okay, cool.
Is it? It's not. We're struggling to close off this show.
No, we've got this. We've got this. Here we go.
Who's going where?
We're going to go here. We are on all streaming platforms.
Definitely.
We are on the podcast and Spotify.
Yeah, so it's at Changeroom ZA on Instagram and also on Facebook. At Tibs
_Dhlomo.
Yes, and at Sbu _Branks. At the Changeroom ZA. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Sbu.
My name is Tibs.
And this is the Changeroom.